And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is Game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their...
Now we'll see how they overcome it.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. We've got Jackson. Aaron Gordon is out there with James Harden. And it's Drexler in at the 2. And for the Timberwolves, Maxey out there with Herb Jones. Then there's Lou Dort, and it's Olajuwon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Grant's still very early. How long do you think it takes these teams to form an identity?
You know, B.A., it really depends on what the makeup of the team is. How many returners are there? Do you have lots of new faces? Is it a lot of the same players but a new coach? Those things make a huge difference.
Now here's Harden. Here's Jackson. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Everyone knows Harden is a talented passer. He can really rack up those assists.
Maxey surveys. Pass to McHale. Outside Jones. Wide open. Yes, on the jumper.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked him how they'll approach the matchup against James Harden. Coach told me, well, James is at his best going to the rim and operating behind the three-point line, so we want to try and force him to work in that in-between area as best as we can. They'll be following the analytics with that defensive strategy, B.A.
As always, Allie, we thank you. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
The first free throw is good. Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
And that one's good.
He deked the defenders there, and they thought Maxey was going to dish to a big, but instead, he kept it and scored.
Gordon outside. Just over a minute and a half in. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, it's rare that one of the game's best scorers is also one of the best playmakers. Harden does it all at the offensive end.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Now here's Maxey, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. An easy 2 on the layup. Maxey's gotten his second bucket of the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Gordon. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Harden into the lane. Over Maxey. Harden can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Inside. Gordon brings the double team. Oh, stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Minnesota making a change here. Okashevsky's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Martin, he's checked in for Gordon. Maxey passes to Jones. Dort for three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
You talk about a guy who made himself into a solid three-point shooter. Lou Dort.
Martin a screen. Harden the pass to Drexler. From 12 feet. Jump shot is good. Drexler's got his second basket on the night.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's McHale. And it's Martin with the rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Now here's Maxey. Count it. Good. Maxey's got his third basket of the night.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Here's Irving. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 4. Pass to Jones. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Jackson.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Martin. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Oklahoma City making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Finney Smith, a screen. Maxey passes to Finney Smith. And he makes it.
Yeah, smart play there by Maxey. Opening things up for someone with the pick and roll.
Outside Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Not enough on that one as it misses. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. James Harden out there with George. Then there's Kenyon Martin, and it's Clowney in at the center position. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Olajuwon. No points yet. To the inside. Oh, swiped away. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. Two very excellent teams going at it.
Yeah, they split their series last year. Both sides have loads of talent. It should be an entertaining meeting again.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Yes, it's good.
Well, you have to admire Caldwell Pope's tenacity, how he refuses to be denied.
Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Contavious Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. Harden, and then Harden with the jam.
It's incredible. Harden's ability to read the floor and find the weakness.
Maxey against Harden. Maxey passes to Olajuwon. Outside, Caldwell Pope. It's Dort on the wing. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. So Dort's got 6 points.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest every time.
Gordon with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And there's the lob. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, when Gordon's team makes it this easy for him, of course he's going to throw it down hard.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Up top, Maxey, defended by Harden. Harden comes to help. The kick out to Maxey. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Caldwell Pope is a well-practiced shooter. Once the ball is in his hands, he's into his motion.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. Oklahoma City, second.
The steals numbers only tell part of the story. This was a team that made trouble for every opponent with their incredible effort on the defensive end.
Here's Irving. On the mark with the 15-footer. Irving's got his second basket. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Drexler grabs the board. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Gordon, right side. Fires the 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Outside Irving. They set a pick. Out to the wing. Here's Drexler. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Minnesota in the lead. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit. But size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Here's Irving. Following the score by Minnesota. Drexler passes to Gordon. Knocks down the triple. Gordon's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
Outside Jones, free throw line jumper, and again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
Harden, the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Pass to Clowney. Outside for Irving. Let's go with a three. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Caldwell Pope for three. And it's Irving with a rebound. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Oklahoma City ahead. They lead by a bucket. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey, I really like how he's playing so far, Shaq. I mean, he's being selective in his approach. Kind of the opposite of you, big fella, at the
And another important topic, injuries. Let's take a look at what's happening across the NBA.
The Knicks are not fully healthy.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Minnesota's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. We've got Herb Jones. He's out there with Maxey. And it's McHale in at the power forward. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Isaiah Jackson.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Minnesota shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And so he hits both. And here's Harden. Jackson outside. Dort with a steal. Pass to Maxey. Tries to keep it alive. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Monday, they'll go up against Chris Paul. And then on Wednesday,
in that game against the Heat, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Jackson, left side. Harden against Maxey. The 3 ball. And Harden gets it to go on the assist from Jackson. Now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Finney Smith's checked in for the Timberwolves. The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. James Harden third.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
90 seconds into the second half now. Now Maxey. 6 points for him. Dort finds Maxey. They set the pick. Pulls up, high post. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Maxey's got 8.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
Jackson outside. Pass to Gordon. Clock at 6. Now Harden. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Maxey. Fires for 3. The Thunder pull it in.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Drexler passes to Harden. Now Irving. Dort defending. Oh, there's the alley. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Dort just wanting that basket more than anyone else. Give him credit for out-hustling everyone.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Jones. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Martin's checked in. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
No, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
On the wing, Irving. And he lobs it up. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Fast break, Minnesota. Up ahead. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Thunder with a lead. Pass to Martin. On the wing, Harden. And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Here's Drexler. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. From about 19. And it's Drexler missing. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Maxey. And he drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Maxey's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Martin. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Maxey, that's good.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Martin outside. Back to Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Harden proves he's more than just a perimeter player.
Outside Maxey. To the wing on the left. Here's Olajuwon. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
For 3, Maxey. And no good. Trying to get that one to... Ball. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Thunder out in front, leading by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Kenyon Martin is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Keontae George, and it's Irving in a shooting guard.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Dort. Here's McHale. Gordon with a steal. Martin outside. George with it. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. George passes to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And they doubled up Irving. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And here's Gordon from the arc. It's hauled in by Bukashevsky, and Chris Finch calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So both teams changing it up here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Oklahoma City?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
Now here's George. And he's going for the oop here. It's stolen. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Maxey, that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
You know, Maxey's willing to play a secondary role, but he can also take charge when needed.
Smith outside. Pass to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Minnesota shooting around 53%, a nice number. They set the screen. Maxey passes to Olajuwon.
Substitution on the court.
Harden against Maxey. Dort for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
Here's Irving. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Maxey passes to Jones, and Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
It looks now like he's in a lot of pain. They call timeout, and the trainer's going to have a chance to check him out.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside Jones, three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And also, their mid-range game has been outstanding. They're just finding holes in the defense and exploiting them. Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Olajuwon. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
Outside for Harden. The three. Offensive rebound from behind the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
Caldwell Pope, pass to Dort. Here's Olajuwon, defended by Jackson. And Irving comes to help. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Three-pointer, no good. Thunder trail by 5. Harden with it. He's picked up by Jones. Harden against Jones. Over to the left wing. Out to Gordon. The three. And he sinks it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. .56 seconds left to play in the fourth. Caldwell Pope with a drive. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The defense knows KCP and how he can score. They weren't going to let him off easy there.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
So it's Oklahoma City now. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Drexler. High arcing shot. Minnesota with a rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he's able to hit the second one. And that puts him up 5. 30 seconds left in the final quarter. And we got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. He can't get that one to fall. Jones with some nice D, and he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
And here's Gordon from the arc. The shot off that time. Minnesota with the W. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.